Any nerds around here? Are there no nerds around here? Guess I'm the only nerd around here. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is episode 2 of Waiting for Scrap Mechanics Chapter 2, I guess. And I think today we're going to make a simple vehicle. I think that's the plan. We'll make a simple car. We might go looting at some point. And then I think the plan would be that next episode we're going to get like a drill and go drilling and stuff. I don't have buckets over here. But I do have food now, so that's... I mean, I had food before, but now I have more food. So my mic was a little bit weird last time. It sounded like I was peaking constantly for some reason. So I've changed some settings, and hopefully it's not going to do that anymore. Who knew I had no idea what I was doing? That's crazy, right? Immediately distracted. Holy cow, that happened fast. Where are my buckets, though? Found them. Right here. We'll just keep planting, right? Might as well. I don't really know how much we're able to plant before the raids come. But that was, a question I had last episode, and no one gave me the answer. So thanks a lot, guys. Really appreciate it. I just don't want to have to raid yet. I'm not ready for that. I need to, like, protect the farm first. Use this one bucket. We'll just do 6. I think that's less than I had last time, but it works. We'll roll with it. Throw these back here, and then it's going to be nighttime, so it sounds like it's the perfect time to start building a car. But I need to figure out the things we need. We might have to go looting first, honestly, which kind of sucks, because we went looting last episode, but... Like, I need wheel, engine, seat, which needs cotton, and I don't have cotton, so we're going to start off with this seat. Wood, but I have no wood yet. So we're good on circuit boards and component kits. We need some oil. We have some scrap metal, so we actually kind of are golden. So we're close. We're 4 off of beeswax because I want big wheels. I need suspension technically, but that needs metal block too, and I don't have embers. Or water. More than 2 water. So we're going to wait on the suspension. What do you want to get first? Wood? We can go get wood first. Find a couple trees to cut down. This one's my first culprit right here. If I randomly die in the middle of this video, it's because it's 1,000,000 degrees in my office. So don't worry about me, I'll be fine. It's actually so hot in this house, it's absolutely insane. But that's okay. It's summer, so that means everything gets insanely hot, and I feel like I'm dying 24/7. It's good. I think it's healthy. Just a little 3 feet tall lumberjack. You know how it goes. Just doing the things out here. So, just to, ramble for a little bit while we're cutting on this tree. Or refining it, I guess. Last video, pretty good. Went pretty well. I was actually really happy that I enjoyed making that video and uploading it as much as I did. Even editing, I thought was fun, which was cool, I know editing's usually something that I find slightly boring, But no, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. It was fun to upload it. And that's why I'm here, again, making a second one. So I don't really know what the timeline for this series looks like right now. Like I said last episode, preferably it would end prematurely because chapter 2 would release, but that's just not gonna happen. So I don't remember how much wood we needed. But yeah, I don't know when we're gonna go to a warehouse or raid Scrap City or anything like that. We're gonna have to just cross that bridge when we get there. We need a lot of wood because we need wood for the wheels and the seat, correct? Yeah, let's make that now since we can. It'll be our first step towards success. 33 seconds. Oh, thank goodness. It's like humming a song over here. Crazy. This is our beautiful seat. I'm glad we could make it look like dirt. Why is there... You ever think this game kind of looks like Hello Neighbor? Just with, like, the design, you know? And the sticky note gauge. Seems legit. Okay. There is that. That is good. We need to start just making... Can I just, real quick... Just for my sanity, do a quick upgrade. And then we can start making... We're going to do some metal, and we need to go get more wood. Good thing it's still my time. Maybe we can find some beeswax while we're out here, too. That'd be useful. I'm going to just get flowers, because eventually I'm going to want to paint stuff, and I don't like having to go get flowers when I want to already paint something, so... Keep note of these rock nodes for the future. We can uncover them with our our lumberjacking or whatever. All right, that tree felt absolutely massive. That was crazy. It's now daytime. And I have 220 wood. There are embers. So we could, like, you know, make suspension. But the water thing is kind of a problem. Wait, no, you can craft water from buckets, I think. Maybe. We're going to find out. I see beeswax. Target acquired. Right there. It's already used. Oh my gosh, what? Cool, apparently the LOD for that doesn't reflect that it's been used. That's okay. We're gonna get a couple of embers, and then yeah, our car can be amazing right off the bat. Should we do off-road suspension or sport suspension? I think off-road. I feel like I always do off-road suspension. Almost always. Even though it's kind of annoying that it's as long as it is. It just works better, you know. I've been thinking about what vehicles I want for this world. You know, like what do I want to make? And I haven't decided anything. In case you're thinking I'm gonna like be like, oh yeah, I decided on this. No, I have no idea what I'm gonna make. That's enough ember for now. Like we're gonna start off with this vehicle. I want a mining vehicle, an exploring vehicle, and then like a hauler, I think. Like a nice semi-truck. Like a flatbed. How are you still crafting, bro? Hurry up. Did you unload? You must have. Yeah, so the bucket's turning into water thing. Let's see how that goes. I think you can do this. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, it's going to be kind of funny. But I think you can. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. I got this. Don't even worry about it. And then we needed to get oil for the engine and stuff. I want a fridge. I can't wait to furnish my base. I'm actually so excited. I don't know how much water I actually need, so I'm just going to grab a little bit more and then see. I don't think we'll need that much, though. Hopefully. You know? Why do I keep getting messages? Quit texting me, I'm playing Scrap Mechanic. I'm muting my phone. I should have done that at the beginning of this recording. I'm just not good at being a YouTuber, so... Alright, so... I'm gonna need my beeswax. I mean, worst case scenario, we'll have 3 big wheels and 1 small wheel. That is probably the worst case scenario, but, you know, it's doable, right? What's wrong with that? I ran out of wood. No! We're going to have to break down more trees. I also need materials to build the car, so... Yeah, this is looking rough. Unless we can find one of those baby houses. You know what I'm talking about. Baby houses. I always feel bad for destroying those, though. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. Should we make a ranch? You can't breed these guys, but you can collect them. We could own a ranch. Do you want to be on a ranch? Why do you look like that? I don't think you want to be on a ranch. You thought I was going to hit it with a hammer. How dare you? Alright, we'll go down to the forest, break more trees, and also try to find beeswax, but try a little harder this time. And then we'll come back and finish up the wheels, I think. And there's that, the suspension situation. We have to make some of this, which requires metal. This requires metal and component kits and starter. So actually, you know what? Before we go to the forest, I'm going to go get oil. Because we also have to get oil and make gas. So might as well. Also get glue while we're down here. Look at me just doing everything. I have to do everything around here? Man. Yes, because it's a single player world. That is how it works. Tends to be how these things go. I hear glow bugs. I want a glow bug farm too. Automate that stuff. I think that's one of the big things I want to do in the series is actually automate a lot of things. Because that's something I've never really done in Scrap Mechanic. You know, like we could base near one of these water things. We could set up a spud gun and a vacuum pump system to get these things and pump it up to our base. We can do the same thing with the oil. Get vacuum pumps to pump the oil up to our base. Just directly. You know what I mean? That's amazing. Oh, you don't have to do that though. You just go to an oil pond. But if there's no oil pond close, then that's the type of stuff that you can just automate, and, you know, that's what this game's all about, and I've never done it. I'm always out here like, I need to go get glue, man. Alright, I got 30 oil, so that's good enough for me for now. We'll need more pretty soon, but that's okay. Engine. 5 circuit boards, 3 component kits, and then we'll probably upgrade it at least once so it doesn't eat fuel like my car in real life. This guy takes forever to make stuff, man. If I was making it, it'd be done already. Just kidding. Can you make a wheel too? Another one? Yeah, one more. Yeah, I don't know how far these components are going to get us, because we're also going to have suspension, which doesn't require components to make, but does require components to upgrade, so I'm very tempted to upgrade this. But I'll wait. I'll wait a little bit longer. Heck yeah. Sick. Level 2. Nice. Now we're running out of materials already. Let's go. Beeswax right there? Or is that a rock node? I think that's a rock node. It looks kind of cubey. You know what I mean? Like this. Cubey, you know? There's a lot of rocks in this forest. Holy cow. It's amazing. I see a hay bot. Absolutely obliterated. Didn't even take any damage. I think we're gonna loot this building real quick before heading back to the base. And I still don't have beeswax. I keep forgetting too. That's horrible. Maybe we'll find something cool. Maybe we'll find a gas engine here. That'd be funny. After just making one. I'm gonna put both of them on my car. Oh, 2 gas engines. I'll burn all the fuel. What's up, buddy? Golden. What do you got? Logic gate? I don't think I've ever gotten a logic gate from that. That's kind of crazy, actually. We got a couple component kits, 7, so not horrible. But no beeswax, notably. You wouldn't think it would be that hard to find beeswax, but it actually would be a decent spot to base, but it doesn't look very pretty around here. Our terrain generation seems pretty interesting. It always is. I always remember, like, the first ever world in the survival update. I was always so worried about, like, the toad bots and everything out in the world. I was so scared. I was so immersed. And now I'm just like, oh yeah, it's Carbon Mechanics Survival. No, you can't be full. What are you doing, dude? Seriously? Okay. Let's head back to the house. There's a bot somewhere over here chasing the cow. It's a hay bot, heck yeah. Give me a component kit, dude. Nope, don't give me anything, actually. I didn't want anything anyways. Rude. I think the mechanic station's this way. I'm kind of lost, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't walk very far, though. Yeah, it's right here. Really shouldn't be lost, but, you know. Hopefully I sound a little better from last episode, too. I was, like, sick, so that's okay. Give me... I didn't get any wood, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Put you right there. Cool. Bunch of that. I'm gonna craft here in a second. Alright, we got another wheel, and then things are going well, I think. 4 should be good to make 4 off-road suspension. That's perfect. And then while these are crafting, we'll go get wood. I think that's the meta right here. Of course it's dark again. It's always dark, man. And I'm always thirsty, man. Timber! Alright, there's a little more wood. What the heck is going on here, guys? If only I had a spud gun. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew, pew pew pew. Hey, get back here. Why are you so fast? Holy cow. Guys. I've been trying to chase you for like 20 minutes. That would have been cool if that did damage to him. Component kit. Worth it. Component kits in this game, man. They are just... crazy. Alright, there's our suspension. Getting closer to a car. It's disassembled, but it's going to be a car at some point. Make some more wood. And metal. And then I think we're actually ready to put it together. We need bearings. Actually, only like 4 more, though. And then we're going to have a basic vehicle. I'm going to try to make some use of pipes. That would be ideal. And then if we can find one of those farmer places, the abandoned farmer towns, then we can use some of those materials for our car. So we'll have like a simple one, and then we'll drive there, and then we'll kind of upgrade it. All right, lift. And remember, it's not going to be anything fancy, so don't judge it too hard. Put the engine back here. And then I kind of have to wait now because I need to make pipes. Alright, cue some build music because we're about to get serious. Bearing right here. And then I'm gonna kind of build it in like... I like doing the steering like this so that it turns without moving the wheel too much forward and backwards, which isn't really necessary for this car, but I do just kind of like to do it because I don't know, I think it's just better. So we'll do this, and then this, and this, and suspension there. And then we'll turn. And then put the wheel right there. Does that work? That seems way too tall. Right? That's like monster truck level. Maybe I shouldn't have made the off-road suspension, actually. Kind of regretting that decision a little bit. We'll go up one more, though. I'm just kind of making pipes, so we might end up with too many. That seems better. All right. All right. Check it out, check it out. That works, right? I think. Maybe. Any more pipes? How many? I'm not really 100% sure. Might need some more straights too. This one doesn't need the steering, so it'll just kind of go straight down again. I could put this back on an actual lift, though. Oh, I guess I don't have to go that high for these. Because there's no steering to get around. Unless I want to add four-wheel steer, which is an idea we could do in the future. Not right now, though. Because I also don't think the seat can actually do that many. Alright, this is totally going to work. Right, two up. And then over and over. And then we will need one more pipe. So we don't have too many. Look at that. If I have to hear my stomach growl one more time, I'm gonna go crazy. Quit yapping, dude. Alright. This thing looks ridiculous with these wheels on it. Don't you think? That's crazy. Alright, then set this up. But these wheels look huge. It works, though. You can't deny that. It 100% works. Okay, I'm gonna up the back suspension too. Hey, there you go. I mean, for the extremely limited amount of materials we had, it's not that bad. Yep, and it's top heavy. Good. Okay, didn't need a lift, actually. Who even needs a lift? Yeah, the steering system's nice because it moves the pivot point forward, so when you turn, your wheel stays in place. Like that. It's kind of cool. I use it on, like, every single vehicle I build ever. No. Alright. What's next? Who knows? We're gonna make a little more fuel. And then throw everything else on the ground over here, and we're gonna go loot a building real quick, I think. And then we're gonna end this episode because it's running a little long. Took a little longer to build this than I expected, I guess. Alright, let's head out. I added a little butt on the back, which is probably a stupid idea because now I feel like it's not gonna turn very well. Yeah, you know what? Here, I'm gonna move these further back. That's much better. There we go. Look at that. Much more stable. Oh, we can climb stuff, man. Look at that. Heck yeah. Now I feel like we can actually do some moving. Here's those farmer places I was talking about. We can use these side panels for, like, building out the vehicle. But that seems like a next episode thing, because I've been recording for 50 minutes now. And I mean, it'll be less in post, but... because a lot of that's going to be tree cutting, and I'm going to cut a lot of that down. So let's loot this building. Any nerds around here? Are there no nerds around here? What the heck? Guess I'm the only nerd around here. Oh yeah, 2 component kits. I need 6 to upgrade. I could have upgraded. I had more at the base. I completely forgot. Are there no haybots at this place? Why? I haven't been here. Oh, I have been here, I think. Yeah, 100% I've been here. What in the world? Why was there that chest there then? Maybe I am blind. Confirmed. Actually, our generation seems pretty coherent so far. There's also a lot of these farmer places. This is like the 3rd one already. We're just gonna actually go exploring for a second and then I'll end the video. That was my one building I was gonna loot, and so we know how that went. Yep, here's another one. And there's a second packing station. What is that? Can we zoom in on that? Enhance that. I don't know what that is. We're gonna go there next episode. Oh, that might just be the top of the building, actually. That looks cool, though. Why am I being attacked? Get out of here. I'm going back to base. I can't drive. Someone help. Yeah, that's normal. Yeah, this is great. Yep. Okay, wow. This is beautiful. Never met a better driver in my life, actually. It's weird, it just like takes off randomly. See? It like hits another gear and it's just vroom, is gone. I like the way this tier 2 engine sounds. Unfortunately, it just burns fuel when it sounds good, so the tier 5 engine just sounds weird. It's like an alien. I don't know what to do with that. But it doesn't burn nearly as much fuel, so Check out the suspension. Oh yeah. Boom. Oh yeah, I'm making glue, I forgot. Let me upgrade the engine. One time, let me upgrade the engine. Yikes. Can't upgrade you because you're a bad seed. Bad seed, how dare you. And then maybe we can find cotton at some point and make a good seed. We'll see, but this is going to be the end of this video. Made a cool little vehicle. Did a lot of... pretty much nothing, actually. We collected materials and crafted a bunch of stuff, which was kind of exciting, but doesn't make for very good content, you know what I mean? But hopefully you enjoyed anyways. Thank you for watching this far. If you did, I appreciate it more than you know. And I'll see you guys in episode 3, where we do slightly more exciting things, probably. We might go exploring, actually. Or mining, perhaps. We'll see. But yeah, thank you. See you guys next time. And, bye.